Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Today, I want to read you a special book about careers, okay? A career is a job. So when you grow up, you will choose a career, something that you want to do every day. It's going to be your job to do every day. There's lots of different careers that you can have, and I'm going to read a book that will show you some different ones. But I want to tell you about my career. My career, the job that I chose for myself, is being a teacher. Guess what? It's being your teacher. Being a teacher is the best. I had to go to school for a few years, quite a few years, to learn how to be a great teacher. And then I took everything I learned in school and I brought it to you guys so that I could teach you your letters and I could teach you math and I could teach you how to play nicely together. And it's such an awesome job. I liked it so much that I said, I want to do this every single day. And that's why being a teacher is my career. It's my job. But there are lots of other careers that you can have too. Your mommies and daddies probably have careers and jobs, and they can tell you about it. You can ask them what their career is. And I want you guys to think about maybe what career you would like to choose when you grow up. So let's learn about some different careers so you can hear every option, all the different options. So this book is called Career Day, okay? And on the cover, I could see a little girl dressed up as a construction worker. I see a little boy dressed up as a chef. And I see a little girl dressed up as, I think that's a train conductor, an engineer. So let's see, a train engineer. So let's see what are some different other careers. Career Day. When special visitors come to our school, they tell us about the work they do. Then we tell them about the work we do. Today it's my turn to introduce my visitor. So they have visitors in their class too. Don't we have visitors come to our school? Mystery readers, right? What if I forget what I'm supposed to say? Sometimes that happens. Not just to me, Mrs. Madoff says, but to everybody, right? That's true. Sometimes you make a little mistake, you can't remember, that's okay. And look at their classroom, it looks just like ours, right? They have a little job chart. They're all sitting nicely, crisscross applesauce. Here he is, right on time. This is my dad, I say. He drives a big bulldozer. He's helping build our new library. Good morning, Mr. Lopez, everyone says. Good morning, boys and girls, my dad says. Wow, so look, he drives a bulldozer, his career, construction worker. So if that's something you would like to do, if you would like to work in construction, that could be a career you choose. You get to drive the big bulldozer and there's lots of other trucks that they use in construction too. Next, we meet Charlie's visitor. His mother is a judge who works in a courtroom and wears a long black robe. If there's too much noise, she pounds her gavel and says, "Order in the court!" Then everyone has to be quiet. So a judge is another career. A judge's job is to make decisions. They have to make really sometimes tough decisions. So that's his mommy's job in the courtroom. When Kate introduces her visitor, she says, "My dad plays bass in an orchestra at night. He practices all day and takes care of my baby brother while our mother goes to work at the bank." So look, Daddy is a musician. He plays this big instrument, the bass, in a band. Isn't that awesome? Musician. So if you like to play instruments and like the guitar or the trumpet or the piano, maybe your career could be being a musician. That's a cool one. Michiko's mother writes books for us to read. She draws the pictures in them too. She is very good at drawing mice. So look, this little girl's mommy is an author and an illustrator. And we've talked about that before, right? An author is the person who writes the books, like writes the words, and the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. So her mommy is both author and illustrator. So if you like to draw pictures and you like to make up stories, maybe an author or an illustrator would be a great career for you. Mrs. Madoff's visitor is her husband. He's a scientist called a paleontologist. He He just got back from South America. That's a continent, right? One of the 7 continents, where he was digging for dinosaur bones. The bones tell us about dinosaurs that lived long ago. Paleontologist is a great career if you like learning about dinosaurs and animals that lived long ago. He digs up their bones to learn more. A paleontologist, very cool career. Sarah's visitor is our crossing guard. She brings Sarah to school every day because she is also Sarah's grandmother. That's why Sarah is always the first one at school and the last one to go home in the afternoon. So look, her career, her grandmother's career, is crossing guard. She makes sure that all the kids get across the street safely. You probably have seen crossing guards in your area in Forest Hills too. I always see them by PS 101, by PS 144, by Our Lady of Mercy School. I see those crossing guards that help the children to get across the street safely. That's an important job. Eveline's mother is a nurse in the hospital. She takes care of all the newborn babies in our town. She tells us those babies are very, very cute, but they sure do cry a lot when they're hungry. Oh, wow. So her mommy is a nurse. A nurse is a great job. There's all different kinds of nurses that you could be. A lot of nurses take care of sick people, and some nurses take care of little babies. So if something you would like to do is to help take care of sick people or help take care of babies, then a nurse would be a great career for you. That's so cute. Jessica's mother takes care of animals. She's a veterinarian, the kind of doctor who makes sick animals better. Wow, look, so she's taking care of these little cutie animals. So if you want to be a doctor for animals, a veterinarian would be a great job if you like to take care of little animals and help them feel better when they get sick. Sam's visitor drives a sanitation truck that carries our garbage to the big town dump. Kate and Eveline and I wave to him just as we always do whenever he comes down our street. Hey kids, remember to recycle, Sam's father says. So this is a sanitation worker. He takes the garbage away. He takes the garbage away in his garbage truck to the city dump. So I like this one a lot because my cousin is a sanitation worker, and actually last year, if you were in my Caterpillar class, you got to meet him because he came in to teach us about being a sanitation worker, and he really loves that job. So if you like cleaning things up, and maybe if you want to drive a big garbage truck, sanitation worker is a great job for that. Evan's father wears a leather apron that holds the tools he uses all the time. He shows us how to hammer a nail. So he's a carpenter, it looks like. He is building things with wood. So if you think you like to build things, maybe with your Legos or your blocks, maybe a carpenter would be a good job for you. When it's time for Nicholas to introduce his visitor, he says, "I bet you all bought groceries at the Friendly Farm Market. Guess what? My father is the manager of the store." So he's a store manager. That's another great career. If you really like talking to people, being really friendly, that's a great job for you. And he gets to, help his employees know what to do. And he gets to, order special food for the grocery store. That's a fun job. Today is Mr. Cisco's turn. He introduces his special visitor. He says, "Good morning, everyone. I'd like you to meet Professor Alcorn. He's my teacher at college." Hey, I never knew grown-ups had teachers too, right? So he's introducing a professor. A professor is a teacher that teaches grown-ups in college. So that's what this man's job is, and that's a job you can have too. Maybe you want to be a professor and teach grown-ups someday when you're a grown-up, or maybe you want to be a teacher that teaches kids like you guys one day. Grown-ups sure have interesting work to do, and so do we, right? Because you guys you have a job right now. Your job right now is to learn, right? Your job right now is being a student at school. I wonder what I'll be when I grow up. And look, here's some more. All these kids are dressed up like a firefighter, right? Somebody who fights fires. and, you know, make sure that all the people get out of burning buildings safely. So there's lots of different careers, and I want you guys to think about what you would like to be when you grow up, what career you would like to have. I can't wait to hear all about it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.